Yes, sir. JQ, I'm back, baby. Gonna watch Mojo with you, baby. Watch Mojo. Let's go. Top 10 movies that bombed so hard they ruined actors' careers.
The Guru Pitka. Welcome to my
Horrible
ashram,
movie, The
the
Love Guru.
Ecumenical
After
Intuitive
such a good
Enlightenment
movie
Initiative
with
Organization,
Austin
or
Powers.
EI
Trash.
EIO.
Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 movies that bombed so hard it ruined actors' careers.
Hoya! We're gonna party all night long. That's right, having fun. Yes.
Well, that's great. You have fun. I've got to speak to someone.
Say hello to my little friend.
For this list, we'll be looking at any case of a film earning such negative box office and/or reviews that it was detrimental to someone's career. The performers might have bounced back or found work again, but these releases at least temporarily derailed their success. Did we forget an actor who suffered from a cinematic failure? Let us know in the comments below. Number 10. Dana Carvey, the Master of Disguise. Nearly a decade after leaving SNL, Dana Carvey got a chance to be the star of his own feature.
What is happening? I'm getting bigger. I got so fat.
The film showed off his talent for impressions, but it received negative reactions for its childish jokes and a less than convincing storyline. Carvey's abilities were stretched out into a movie that sometimes ranks among the worst comedies of its kind.
Am I not turtly enough for the Turtle Club?
Is he okay?
Even with its limited financial success, The Master of Disguise was the comedian's last role before a lengthy film hiatus. He instead shifted his attention to his family and stand-up in the meantime. Other than the occasional appearance on late-night television or podcasts, the performer rarely acts in movies outside of voice work.
Suave, Terry Suave's the name. London, Scotland Yard, that sort of thing.
What do you want?
It's not what I want that matters, it's what the British government wants.
Number 9. Madonna, Swept Away. The Italian film Swept Away by Lina Wertmuller received a 21st century update courtesy of director Guy Ritchie.
The adventure is over.
The adventure is just starting for you, my friend. Just wait till my lawyer speaks to your captain.
The movie focuses on the story of two complete opposites surviving on a deserted island together. Playing the part of a snobby rich woman, Madonna was heavily criticized for her appearance in the love story.
I'll give you $100. 200.
Given that the singer and Ritchie were married at the time, there was even more spotlight on the two artists during that period. Some people noted that the film was inferior to the original, along with the performer's character being a divisive anti-hero.
But what difference does it make where we are? Please, I beg of you, let's stay. I love you.
The remake ended up being one of her last live-action roles, turning her attention back to music and touring in the years since. Number 8. Tom Green, Freddy Got Fingered. It's hard to
remember
believe that
Tom
a movie
Green?
called Freddy Got
Legendary.
Fingered was released to the general public.
I'm not going to Hollywood just to work in a cheese sandwich factory. I'm going to Hollywood to shop my drawings. I'm going to be a famous animator like Charles Schultz.
Directed by, written by, and starring Tom Green, the film was a provocative comedy with some truly controversial jokes. Green had momentary attention from this film and other projects, such as his MTV show, but the reaction to the former halted any major career progress.
For your information, this is me being creative. Betty told me this is what I need to do in order to become an artist.
Oh yeah, is it working?
While much of his comedy from that period has developed a cult following, he's mainly steered towards his own stand-up and more talk shows in the intervening years. Green has yet to return to the level of stardom he achieved in the early 2000s.
Just give me $100,000 in cash, put the rest in my checking savings account.
What do you want with 100 grand?
Wow.
Hey.
Number 7. Alicia Silverstone, Batman and Robin. Batman and Robin wasn't kind to any of its main stars, including Alicia Silverstone.
Bruce, it's me, Barbara. I found the Batcave.
We gotta get those locks changed.
She knows who we are.
Guess we'll just have to kill her.
Yep, we'll kill her later. We have work to do.
She had built up a reputation for her charismatic turn in Clueless, and was touted to be another huge star. After the release of the most panned Batman film ever, Silverstone started to
That was a
disappear
good
from
movie.
larger
I'm
Hollywood
sorry.
productions.
I'm
Her
sorry.
appearance as Batgirl didn't inspire confidence in filmmakers at the time, earning her a Razzie Award and a mixed reception for the role.
Barbara, I hope you'll stay with us.
Oh, but sir, we...
Oh, I don't know. All this luxury really isn't my style, but, yeah, I'd love to.
Films like Blast from the Past and ScoobyDoo 2 Monsters Unleashed offered her supporting parts through the end of the 90s and the 2000s. Participating in theater, the actor also spent the next few decades exploring different artistic avenues.
Is that at Oxbridge?
Well, you know, just a few tutor lessons, you know. London's kind of rough.
I suppose you had a minor in motorbikes also, huh?
Oh, couldn't resist.
Number 6. Carrot Top, chairman of the board. Love him or not, Carrot Top is widely known as a premier prop comic.
Check it out, as usual, I got all kinds of stuff I want to show you guys. Check it out, this is a new baseball glove for the striking baseball players. We want more money! We want more money! Ooh!
His rise to fame in the 90s spawned several TV appearances and this film. Chairman of the board captures the performer's wackiness in a movie that didn't go over well with audiences. With bizarre casting choices, including Raquel Welch, the strange plot about an inventor taking over a corporation failed to connect on a comedic level.
$23 million? Oh, that's a lot of snapballs! Woohoo! Thank you, sir. I've always loved the law.
The movie didn't even crack $1 million at the box office, unable to transplant Carrot Top's success into the film world. Instead of taking a starring role in another project, he focused on his live comedy and developed a show in Las Vegas at the Luxor Hotel.
Without further ado, ta-da! The device that's gonna rock the world!
Number 5. Gina Davis, Cutthroat Island.
It's a map to Cutthroat Island. The buried treasure of a Spanish gold ship.
I love Gina Davis.
More gold, jewels, and plunder than you've ever dreamed of.
Winning an Academy Award and starring in commercial films in the 80s and early 90s, Gina Davis was a surefire choice to star in Cutthroat Island in 1995. The swashbuckling adventure story partnered Davis up with Matthew Modine in a big-budget production. Audiences in the middle of the decade were not compelled by the material, and it became a historic box office bomb.
Guarded by those who never grow old.
And your grandfather was the only one that came back.
Despite the talent and money on display, this pirate movie proved to be a substantial setback in the actor's career. The next few years saw less roles for her as an above-the-title star, positioning her as a supporting actor instead. Next to a few parts in television, she started working in the 2000s to promote female representation in media.
Hey, it's all right. It's okay.
Yo,
I'm okay.
League of Their Own, always Gina Davis's best movie.
Didn't
Sorry.
you?
For real.
Number 4. Taylor Kitsch, John Carter. John Carter was set to be a huge Disney live-action epic.
Whatever it is you suppose I owe you, our country, or any other beloved cause, I have already paid.
Instead of breaking records in a good way, the movie was among the biggest failures of its kind. The film's star, Taylor Kitsch, could have likely gone on to greater success, but this disastrous release stalled his trajectory as a future box office star.
I'm not for hire. I've got a cave of gold of my own. Somewhere.
He reappeared in films like Lone Survivor, but it seemed like the fallout from the sci-fi adventure had dashed any chances of him attaining leading man status. Any plans for a
never
sequel
heard
were
of him.
also
Never even
ditched,
heard of that
despite original
movie.
plans to the contrary.
Crazy.
Kitsch has found more success in television since John Carter,
It looks like
whereas
a
his
bootleg
future in cinema
Avatar.
remains unclear.
For real.
We ride for some
Number 3. Jamie Kennedy, Son of the Mask.
Okay, buddy. It's just you and me this morning. And we're gonna have fun and gonna play.
Jamie Kennedy was never a massive star, but he received several chances to reach a bigger audience.
If you were the only suspect in a senseless bloodbath, would you be
Love
standing
them
in the
in that
horror
movie.
section?
Love them in
It was
that
just a
movie.
misunderstanding.
After his role in Scream and his own prank show, this part in Son of the Mask was a big break for him as a potential comedy star. Instead of capturing the spirit of the original, the film was a jumbled mix of endless gags without the edge of Jim Carrey's presence. Audiences largely steered away from the spin-off and its lack of genuine star power. Kennedy took on a significant amount of criticism, and after the film, his opportunities in Hollywood seemed to largely fade away. He's managed to pave his own path in lesser-known movies, but this critical failure was a negative flashpoint for his career.
Alvy, look at me. It's your dad. There's no more superpowers.
This one was bad.
Waking pudding,
This
I
one
can't
was
take
bad.
this. Not again. What? Why?
In the 90s, Mike Myers was synonymous with hilarious comedy in both television and film.
Very shagadelic, baby. Yeah!
The actor finished out his spy trilogy, Austin Powers, in the early 2000s, later focusing on an original idea called The Love Guru. The result was one of Myers' biggest critical and commercial misfires. Parodying Bollywood cinema, the movie doesn't have the same fresh energy as Myers' previous work. Ineffective and unflattering for the star, the project didn't impress audiences. The resulting effect dulled the actor's hold on Hollywood and compelled him to take a step back from leading roles. He's slowly climbing out of this less successful period, having developed his own Netflix series called The Pentaverate.
The Pentaverate is a benevolent, fully sequestered secret society of 5 men.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to
Please
get notified
do.
about our
Great
latest
show.
videos. You
Great
have the
channel.
option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're
Do it. Subscribe to me too, please. And go check out my SoundCloud.com, JQ Music with a K. And
Elizabeth
go get my
Berkley,
album on
Showgirls.
Bandcamp.com.
Where are you from?
I actually like Showgirls.
Back east. From where back east?
You already know I love her. From Saved by the Bell, Jesse, and all my
Bell
90s.
introduced
Thank
Elizabeth
you.
Berkley to the world in the late 80s.
Legendary.
By the time the show ended in the mid-90s, it was fair to say that the actor wanted to take a dramatic leap forward into films. Her opportunity came with the making of Paul Verhoeven's panned film Showgirls. Instead of being a gritty look into the life of a dancer, the project comes off like a parody of itself.
Did you enjoy that out there?
Yeah, darling, I think I did.
I hate you.
Berkley's performance was widely derided along with the rest of the production. While it wasn't entirely her fault, the film left a stain on her future as a leading woman. Some supporting parts allowed the performer to continue her career, but this was the last recognizable role for her.
You think you could do my nails now?
Did you enjoy this video? Check
Yo,
out these
I
other
don't know,
clips
that
from
was a good
Watchmojo.
movie. Yo, subscribe. Go get my album on Bandcamp. Follow me on Instagram, Jonathan_Quest. Thank you. Good night. Let's go.